I did. I did. How about the first one?
Should I activate shower thoughts?
You should activate rain the fuck up.
Yeah, shut that shit up. Before I leave the lobby. Jerry once asked me how many rib cages a centaur has. I still think about that sometimes. So your crisis kit, is your crisis kit on level 4? Yeah, all of us are on level 4. Yeah, I'm about to go get a drink, bro. That's what I'm about to do. I'll be back.
The fuck are you talking about, bro? You said what? I can't beat it one time through out of 7. You know that's a good odd, right? That means out of 1 out of 7 games I'll lose. And where'd you come up with that statistic? No, you'd never actually see me beat him. Like, you haven't seen. You only seen us duel like 3 times. So
Already up.
Devon, the game starts in 20 seconds. Yes. You sure what? Dog, I just stopped it from starting. It was gonna start.
So we're done.
No, this nigga, we waiting on this nigga that's
You
fucking.
you think that, bro? That takes like 30 minutes for him to do that. Tell me.
Bro, what?
Yep.
Nigga, my brother rolls up and he's done in like 5, bro. What the fuck? 5 to 10, bro. Like a fucking prison sentence.
Devon takes his time. Might turn on YouTube, look at his phone, watch TikTok. You heard him laughing? That was TikTok.
No way, bro.
What
Bro, so
video?
you're done, bro. Devon answered the question, you're done, bro. So you gonna make this one quick?
Bro,
What's
anytime
your
I gotta,
progress?
anytime I gotta sit here and do nothing because you wanna roll up mid game, said like, let me go. I'm done playing the game. I'm getting annoyed each second. Bro, you're making us wait. Like we could play like Halo Wars or something.
And I can look out the windows. That tells y'all to know. Look, son. Get out the freaking window.
Nigga, what? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? Why did I just hear Lamont scared to
Even
play
if I
Halo
lose
Wars?
too, I would ask that you please spare my life.
Nigga, no, the reason we stopped playing Halo Wars is because of you, Devon.
About 2 years ago, I thought I noticed the Iraqi guy barely made it out.
Bro, it's not fun to just play it with just this two. Like, you came to that conclusion.
Just one blow. Strike me once. Attack me with the force of your mighty. You can manage to walk me, and you will be named the big.
Brad, you didn't react to
What's
the name man
pressing?
Does he know Orsted?
So,
Huh?
Do you find it enjoyable from when it's just me and you that plays Halo Wars, or do you like it when all 3 of us play at the same time?
I enjoy when all 3 of us play at the same time.
So can we both agree that the reason we stopped playing Halo Wars is because Devon never wants to play it?
Indeed.
Like,
I think I just really enjoy like when Devon gets upset. It's different, bro. Mm-hmm. No. No. Wait. I can, once I place my base, I can decide what's on the base or not. But no, you can't. You have to put on the specific pads they put down in the game still. What? In Age of Mythology, you have to place on the slot right there. What are you talking about? Bro, that is a villager base. That is not a base. No, they're two different things. Yes, it does.
no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It only does that when you have 0 populate, like when you have nothing else. But if you were to, like, to place that down somewhere, you would have a population of 1. It literally allows you to have 1 villager. It's
Never built
built
it
for-
except for one time when I told him to build it in my base. Bro, they functionally work the same. Halo Wars is a little bit less complicated, I guess. But they're not that far off from each other, bro. Okay. Alright, what's so different about them, bro? No, you didn't. The units in the faction work. Like, if they're the same faction, they have the same basic units. And most of their units work the same. The upgrades can change. But that's like Halo Wars with the heroes. So, like, it's like Age of Mythology is a little bit more in depth with it, but it's the same concept. Alright, but don't make it a Halo Wars thing. Any strategy game, I don't enjoy playing the game without all four of us playing the game. I don't go out of my way and play Age of Mythology without all three of our folks in the game. The same way I wouldn't do a Halo Wars. It's not like a Halo Wars thing. It's not like, oh, like I don't be like, Lamont, let's go to Age of Mythology and play 1v1. I don't want to go out with you either.
Alright.
Lamont asked me a question about all three of us getting in the game. You're like, why can't you just go and play against Preston? Why can't I'm just explaining this to you? We don't do that in any strategy game.
It's not. It's just the game is more enjoyable with 3 people or 3 or 4 people. You don't want to play Halo Wars because it's stupid. Age of Mythology? Me personally, I believe that Halo Wars is a little bit more fun than Age of Mythology.
Bro, it's as simple as this, bro. If I were to get on the game Age of Mythology or Halo Wars by myself, I would most likely have 0 fun. So it would be equal. If I got on Age of Mythology or Halo Wars with y'all, I would have fun, but the amount of fun I have varies. I would have more fun on Halo Wars than Age of Mythology. As simple as that. Break it down to you? Oh, there's plenty of reasons, but that was one of the reasons. Yep. Okay. But that's the same reason I enjoy it. Hmm? Hmm? Strategy games is mainly about toxicity. And on top of that, literally, what?
Alright.
How? How not?
You countered his conclusion, so he asked you to elaborate on your counter.
Bro, don't worry about it. Oh. Chess isn't that much of a strategy game. Nah. But chess does have a toxicity element. But all right. What? Toxicity isn't about yelling at someone.
Bro, half of the Pacers were injured, bro. What the fuck?
You can employ a strategy. You can employ a strategy in the game that would make it hell for the other
Thunder
person.
really got a Mickey Mouse ring, bro.
Which is toxic. Bro, we played online one game of Age of Mythology, and the person had us trapped in. We couldn't do anything. You don't think that was toxic, or you think that was a great, enjoyable, fun game? Right. We played Halo Wars. We played a game of Halo Wars. Remember, the guys had us trapped in. Like, we were trapped in. We couldn't move, and they were willing to do that for hours. We kept like trying to attack them, and they were letting it happen. And then would bring over another force to absolutely obliterate us. You don't think that was toxic at all? That's what I'm saying. The games are going to have an element of toxicity, but that's what brings the laughter and fun. All right, whatever. Listen. Yeah, sure. No. At that point in the game, we were good at the game. That was when Lamont was playing. Lamont was in the game. At that point in the game, we weren't even teaching Lamont how to play. He already understood how to play the game. They had us trapped in.
That was actually like my first or second online game, bro.
Listen. This is what I'm explaining to you right now. Having toxicity in the game makes it enjoyable. No. That's how it. No. It makes it. Every game is like that. Call of Duty. That's what people say. Call of Duty is the best. When you could go to the lobbies and it was just toxicity, pure toxicity. That's when Call of Duty is the best. Apex was at Apex. All right, sure. Apex at its top gear was toxic. Third parties on third parties on third parties. Literally the game and the environment, bro. Yes, the nature of these games is toxicity, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
You know the slogan for Apex. You know the slogan for Apex when it first came out. It actually does. You killed them. I mean, it's
bro. Listen, bro. The games have an element of toxicity, and that's what makes it enjoyable. Each game, every game. It does. I just explained it to you, and I feel like personally that's what brings the enjoyment in the game. Anyways, when you're being toxic and you're doing slimy,
even the
dirty
bots
stuff,
are toxic.
Honestly, but when you're doing slimy, dirty stuff in the game, and then bro, that is making me mad. Even though I'm upset at that point in time, at the end of it, I enjoyed my experience on the game. When you're doing stuff like
bow before me,
like, no, that's bro. That yes, you're bro. It's so funny. It's so funny to me that you don't realize it's toxicity because you've been doing it for so long and it's just regular to you. Yes, it is. Yes, the regular way to play the game allows you to be toxic, bro. The regular way to play the game allows you to be toxic. Like, What are you not understanding? Toxicity is the element of the game. You can't play the game without being toxic. Yeah, I'm not trying to change the subject. I wouldn't even say you're wrong. The, the games have an element of toxicity. I don't think you know the definition of toxicity, so I'm going to say it. Something that can make the game unpleasant or, annoying to someone else. Yeah, first of all, harmful doesn't mean a word that has to be physical. Harmful could be mental. First of all right. You know what unpleasant means? No, it doesn't have to be stress. Huh? Bro, that is the best part. It's when it gets out of hand, then it will be mentioned. Huh? Bro, you have to play the game. No. Bro, first of all, you confirmed the definition I just said, and literally doing stuff like trapping us in or absolutely destroying us before we had time to make it set up would be unpleasant for us, would mean that's toxic. Alright. No, we didn't just, first of all, and we didn't just lose. They played around with us for a little bit, bro. We quit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you remember these games.
We played for like a good hour and some change, and once we realized that they were just fucking obliterating us and toying with us, we quit. You actually the one that quit first. I actually wanted to stay.
He's never experienced anything toxic on these games. Apparently, it's been that pleasant.
Nigga, they weren't beating us. They weren't beating us. They were crippling us to a point where we couldn't fight back.
Yo, he literally, bro. Yeah, this man's losing it, bro. And he said that. So now he says that. Now he said, yeah, you're losing it. Now he said that wasn't toxic. Yeah. Yeah, look at the party just been because we sitting it too long, bro. I think that shows it, you know.
The game disbanded us.
Yep, time for me to get off of that jump, bro.
That's how I'm doing Spider-Man.
Literally, bro.